So hello everyone. In this part of our series, we will begin with the different methods of GDP calculation. Okay, so GDP can be found out by three methods, which is the value added method, or the product method, the expenditure method, and the income method. Now, all of them use different components to equate the GDP. In the value added method, what we do is that GDP is equals to summation of GVA is equivalent to GVA. Okay. Now in GVA, we decrease the cost of the intermediate goods. Okay, the value of the intermediate goods. Let's suppose that in an economy you are a bread maker, and a farmer produces wheat worth rupees 100. Okay. Now for a bread maker, the raw material is wheat. Okay. So let's say that the bread maker purchases rupees 50 worth wheat, and after making the wheat, he labels the bread for 200 rupees. Okay. So you might think that the gross value added in the system might be 300. Okay. But this is not true, because here this 200 already incorporates this 50. Okay. So the gross value added in the system is 250. Alright, now let's suppose that you are a sandwich maker. Okay, so basically this was a 1 tier, this was second tier. Let's say that you're a third tier person now, which is processing things. So rupees 200 bread you take, and then you make a sandwich worth rupees 500. So intuitively it might seem to you that the total value added in the economy is 100 plus 200 plus 500, which equals to 800. Okay, but this is not true again, because this 500 already has this what do you say, the 200 value of the bread. Okay, so thus the total value added in the system is 100 plus 150 plus 300. Okay, which is equivalent to 550. Okay, so this in this what we see is, in the GVA we are decreasing the value of the intermediary goods. Okay, so if they give it to you in the question in the exam hall, that GVA is equals to GVO, gross value of the output, minus value of the intermediary, so this is going to be true. Okay, now this was one method of calculation. Okay, the other method is the expenditure method. Now, okay, I forgot mentioning this thing. This why do we decrease the value of the intermediary goods is to avoid the problem of double counting. Okay, avoid the error problem of double counting. Okay, else the value will come much inflated, like it is coming here than it already is. Okay, now in the expenditure method, what do is we do GDP is equals to C plus I plus G plus NX. Okay, now all of this is the consumption part. Okay, C means consumption of goods by household, investment, and I is the investment, which is the consumption of capital goods by the household. G is the consumption of goods by the government. Okay, can be consumption goods, or can be FMCGs or durables or capital goods either. And NX is, I will tell you, X minus M, where X stands for exports, M stands for imports. Okay, X minus M means how much of the good we are consuming from the outside, and how much of the good we are sending outside, or maybe the outside people are consuming ours. Okay, this when outside people are consuming our commodities, it will add up, and when we are consuming the products from outside, it will subtract. Okay, now as the name is saying, this one is expenditure oriented. Okay, how much people are consuming in this method of calculation leads to how much money is going out of the pocket. Okay, in this method it calculates how much money is coming inside the pocket. Okay, inside the pocket means, as I have already told you, that there are 4 factors of production, right, which is land, labor, capital, and entrepreneur. Okay, now here capital doesn't only mean money. Okay, capital means any capital goods or heavy machinery. okay, heavy machinery that enables us to process the intermediate goods and convert it into a final good. Okay, now in this case where I told you that you are a sandwich maker and you want to process the raw material, which is bread, into a sandwich, here your heavy machinery is your griller or maybe the sandwich maker. Okay, so here this is your capital good. Okay, now I want to tell you that since we are using these things, okay, we have to pay a cost. So for the land, what do is we pay rent. For labor, we remunerate them in forms of wages. For capital, we remunerate them in form of interest. And for entrepreneur, the remuneration is in terms of profit. Forgive me, pi is generally used in microeconomics for the annotation of profit. Okay, so is the profit. Okay, so in the expenditure, in the income approach, what we do is we add all of these things, which is given by GDP is equals to rent plus wage plus interest plus profit. Alright, so these are the three methods of calculation of your GDP. In the next video, we will talk about an advanced segment of them, which is GDP at F6, GDP at basic cost, and GDP at market cost. Okay.